Welcome back, everybody. We got ourselves the man we're following on his venture to GrandMaster. It is XT Reality, mainly known as SMI Nexius, in case you're wondering, is his main account. So we will refer to him as Nexius for the entire game, in case you're wondering where that comes from. In the upper left-hand corner will be Nexius as the blue Protoss. In the lower right-hand corner, it is the red Terran being played by Xiphid for Team WBN. So very interested, and also SMI is the team that Nexius does play for. So should be a fairly decent game here. There's the good luck, have fun. Pulling up our good old proto tab here, we are going to start ourselves off with a nice little pylon / SCV, walling off himself at the mineral line. It will be his choice to start this game off anyways. We'll get this baby going with the supply depot going down right in front of that gas. So he looks like he's going to start to wall off his mineral line possibly, or maybe just doesn't want to wall off, as you usually don't wall off against Protoss overly often. But either way, to each their own. I like to wall off all the time because I play bronze and silver. There we go. I don't know if that was a mistake. Yes, it was. He must have accidentally pressed the enter button. There you can see his hotkeys. He likes 1s and 4s. So there you go. All over the place there. Opponent's probably wondering where in the hell that came from. But either way, gateway does end up going down as well. So not really walling out the mineral line, but he's going to build everything in a nice little cluster around his good old Nexus. So, good man Nexius is going to get himself a scout across the map first. He'll be the first to scout. And he is going to wall off the mineral line with the barracks. So, very well done there. He is trying to look for a way out. No, he's going to plant himself down the barracks on the outskirts there and make sure he can see every little point of vision as far out as he can on his base. So obviously not looking to do a quick expo by no means, but the opponent in the meantime will see that. He's going to get right inside the base there. Nexius slowly getting down the other end of the map here. He will get right in there and find out that his opponent is sitting himself on 2 barracks nice and early. So very well done there. Second supply depot should be following this up fairly quick. And there's that scout down the other end here. Nexius got himself up a gateway. Another pylon going in the backfield. It's very well done. Take a look at our APM tab. You can see 175 to 75. Wow, very high APM. Loving it, loving it, loving it. Take a look at the units tab here. As you can see, it is 17 to 16, 18 to 16 as far as work account goes. There's the supply depot, so it does look like he maybe might get into a wall off now. In the meantime, his opponent looking to go over and plant the proxy, I would have to imagine there, as Nexius does get over there. And we should see a pylon right when he gets back up to 100. Quite possibly, or maybe not. There we go. Of course, that does end up going down. So very well done. His opponent's finally going to get out and scout. So Xiphid is going to get across the map there. Xiphid. That's another one. Doesn't really roll off the tongue, but either way, it's a pretty damn cool name if you ask me. So he's going to get across the map there. And 1 Marine as well. So he's going to do a little bit of scouting. Got to go figure out where his opponent is. I can't remember. I don't think this is a cross-spawning map by no means. So he will scout himself everywhere there. It might be cross-spawning. You can correct me if I'm wrong. But either way, there's a lot of exercise. We do realize Nexius loves to exercise his probes, as we have watched him in a few games before, or a couple games anyways. And he loves getting that exercise going there. There we go. We are getting the supply depot in the back of the mineral line. And we are not getting the full wall off. So there you go. I was wrong. Not going to fully wall that off. But SCV does get into his base. He's getting warp gate technology at the same time. So very well done there. And the 1 gateway is going to get himself out. A stalker to start this game. Very good choice on the first unit. We'll at least get rid of the SCV that is sitting around his base. Or he might actually take him out for a little bit of a scout. We'll soon find out here. Is he going to get a little bit of cheese? Is it a proxy gate? It is proxy gate. So there you go. We are getting the proxy gate. I guess could have seen that in the upper left-hand corner too. But either way, proxy gate's a very good build. Very effective and tough to fend off if you're not ready for it. Stalker ends up walking down the other end of the map here. In the meantime, his opponent's looking to put some pressure on. Wow. A lot of Marines coming out here. This could be a little bit of trouble for Nexius. Not going to look forward to this, I don't think. But at the same time, the Stargate is just finishing. And that might be a blessing in disguise. The timing on this might be perfect for him. Opponent is going to accumulate himself at the Naga Tower. But now he's going to push himself out. So does look like Xiphid's going to push right into his opponent's base. He did get the expo. This is big trouble for Nexius, as he did look to expand first, and that is the wrong thing to do when you're getting this side of pressure. Obviously, he didn't know it was coming, so this is going to be a lot of trouble here. We'll see what he can do. He does need the micro a little bit against that Zealot, but might end up losing a Marine in the meantime there. There goes it. So he does force the cancel on the Nexus. In the meantime, he is going to chrono boost the heck out of this and get himself out in Oracle nice and early. There's the Stalker trying to get across. He needs as many units over here as he can. Has the Mothership Core. Mothership Core is trying to save up that energy. Needs to get out of there. Doesn't want to lose it. Trying to pull all the probes off the line. He realizes with the proxy gate, he's going to have to put a lot of pressure on. It is only 1 Oracle. He's trying to focus his micro down here. Might get the surround on most of these Marines here. And doesn't look like... Oh, we do have some reinforcements. I was going to say, doesn't look like reinforcements army are coming to help this out. But there we go. Stalker's there is trying to micro as best it can. Did he end up moving the Oracle? No, the Oracle still hasn't moved, but like I say, just so much micro focus over here. And he does have almost enough to get down that good old photon overcharge. Still needs a little bit of time, though, and I don't know if he's going to get that time, especially with these Marines sitting down here. Needs to start pushing the Marines further, but meanwhile, he did get another stalker out, so might do a decent job of fending this off. He is only sitting on one gate. You got to keep that in mind. One gate to fend this off would be phenomenal. Needs to get the energy up there. It is up at 89, so he's getting very, very close. Oracle still hasn't moved at all. He's trying to get 2. Okay, I see what he's doing now. Trying to get 2 Oracles out. Then he'll start putting the pressure on. There's the rest of those probes. He'll actually fend this off quite well, and now there's not enough reinforcing Marines. They're only coming down in little tiny spurts of 1 at a time. So he might actually have this now. Both Oracles are on the map, and now that he's lost all those Marines at the other end, he's going to save up a little bit of energy first, and then he's going to start moving his way in there. Or will he go with 3? Wow. Nexius does not piss around, I will tell you that much here. He's going to look to get 3 out of here. Chrono boosting like crazy. Opponent did end up keeping an SCV down the other end, so does see that the Expo has gone up. Couple Stalkers coming in as well. Does have his Expo, but has a lot of Marines there to deal with this, so it will be very interesting. But at the same time, you got to keep in mind that Oracles will melt SCVs and will melt Marines if he chooses to attack the Marines as well. They're really fast. It is unbelievable to see how fast they go down. So here he goes in the middle line. His opponent had to know something was up when he's seen what was down the other end, and they're just going to go to work here. He's going to go to work on every single one of those SCVs as he can, try and take down the supply depot. And what's he going to do from here? This will be very interesting. Is he going to run into a lot of Marines? Will he oh, there's not a lot of Marines. I thought he had more than that down there. This is not going to look good at all here if he does elect to turn on him, but one of his Oracles is that energy, so this might not work out for him. He is going to sit at the back of the base, might look to accumulate a little bit of energy and just hang out there. But at the same time, it leaves him in the back of his opponent's head knowing that he's sitting there. So his opponent has to keep in mind he can't really move out of his base unless he wants to lose a lot of his SCVs. And Stalkers coming in the front door will be a pain in the ass. They're going to force everybody in the bunker, which might be a blessing for a good man Nexius. Is now he's got free reign on any one of these SCVs that he wants. And if he keeps the 2-pronged attack, he might be all right. But at the same time, he didn't manage to keep 5 Marines up here. And here he goes, trying to get down the turret, and he needs to delay that. Does get the cancel on it. Marines are trying to force him out. Still hasn't lost any. They're going to try to go to work as best they can, but might lose an Oracle. There goes 1 Oracle. Keeps 2 Oracles still. So he's not looking too bad. Has quit on the proxy gate, though, so does not put out anymore. So very good choice to back off of that. And at the other end of the map here, it does look like he did get into a Robo/4 gate, so very well done there. So he will have to tech himself up a little bit, or I guess not tech up, tech down, I guess, right? There we go. So anyways, proxy gate is a failure, but either way, did put the pressure on his opponent. Got a few SCV kills there. Actually, if we take a look at our SCV kills, what did he end up getting there? Got himself about 5 there. I do believe the 8 came down at the other end there for his opponent. So didn't do a whole lot of damage, but at the same time, he's coming around for round 2, and now he's got free reign again there. But at the same time, the turret is down, so not much area he can really move. Marines are trying to move in there. He's trying to back off. Will try to mount 1 Marine there and back himself out of there. He's not too sure what he wants to do. Trying to keep the micro game going back and forth. In the meantime there, if we take a look at our good old unit tab, as you can see, Stimpack was come down. We do have an Immortal, a couple Stalkers down as well. So not looking too shabby. Did manage to macro up pretty good off of that attack. Does have himself a total of 6 gate. Second Nexus is looking pretty good here, so Nexius not looking overly bad. Couple gas going down as well. Opponent in the meantime is up on the macro game. That is for darn sure. Also getting down a 3rd command center, and is going to look to push out with these Marines. That is a lot of Marines. They're going to look to time it nicely, as Stimpack will be finishing up. So they'll push their way across the map here over to get across to the proxy gate, and they know exactly where it is. 9 times out of 10, your proxy gate's going to be somewhere over here, but they might miss it, actually. Maybe he wasn't looking for it. I thought for sure he was going to go look for the proxy gate, but apparently not. So he's going to head across here. Double Oracle might have a little bit more free reign now, but with those turrets, it's going to be a little bit more hard to get in that mineral line. A little more hard. There you go. That's a very good wording and very good grammar. So we're going to push out hard, and Stimpack should be almost done here. Would have to. Oh, it's only about halfway. So there you go. We'll have a little bit of weight, so not the best timing, but either way, this might work out pretty good for him. But with those Immortals and those sentries, if he gets a good split on him, he might be all right. And there's the split he needed there. That might help him. Is it enough with the stutter steps? Very good stutter steps. It is very well enough, and the photon overcharge, of course, to support that. So very well done by Nexius to fend that off. Opponent's forced to retreat. He had a lot of Marines coming down there, but he's going to end up getting back to the other end of the map here. With Stim might have been a little bit better, but those force fields are just too good, I think. I don't think it would have worked out here. Still sticking pure Marine. Wow, 27 Marines on the map here. Still have a couple Oracles anytime he chooses to move them in. They do have a lot of energy, but at the same time, like I say, with that turret down there, it won't be the most effective by no means. There we are. We're going to go fly our 3rd off of here. And down here, we do see we are still sitting 6 gate, and we have finally got ourselves into a Colossi. So very smartly done by Nexius. and he did elect to start attacking here. He is going to work on all the SCVs. SCVs are trying to repair, so very well done trying to take out the add-ons here. One Marine ends up surviving there and does take out one of the Oracles, so he is back down to one Oracle, still not building anything more out of that Stargate, so is definitely not going to do too much there. So Tech Lab is down here to continue spitting out some Marauders if he chooses to do so, but apparently he doesn't like Marauders. He just wanted the Tech Lab for the upgrades. So he's Pure Marine, and there's our third command center down, so very well done. And I don't believe he has seen it all. No, he does not know where the proxy gate is. So I was going to say, does he know where that proxy Stargate is? Not that it would do him a whole lot of good, but come later game, you know that Stargate could play a little bit of a role to help him build out a few more air units if he chooses to go to air. But still sticking Pure Marine. Very interesting that we stick Pure, especially on this high of a level of a game, that you would stick Pure Marine. But either way, to each their own. Like I say, there's the salvaging going down the bunkers. Realize he doesn't really need a wall off at this point. And he is sitting about even in the food count, 89 to 88. And we are pushing a little bit ahead here as we do have the Colossi out here. So this is our time to move out. Needs some good force fields as he has a lot of sentries down as well. So that will definitely help this army out. And we are going to push forward. There's the one probe there. It is down at the other end of the map. Has himself an option of that proxy pylon that he did end up putting down there. And there's the Oracle. Goes to work on all the workers to stop more barracks from going down. Very well done. And a starport won't get down. That could be very big trouble for his opponent as he won't have any healing medevacs. So very decent by use of that Oracle. It didn't pay for itself in the beginning, but it paid for itself now. I will say that much. So very well done. You may not think that's a big thing, but when he delays those by that much, that is a very big deal for Nexius. So here he goes. He is going to accumulate the middle of the map here. Does he have one more Colossi? I was going to say yes. You probably want to get that second Colossi down there, and that will definitely have this army looking pretty skookum there. There's another warp in, a ton of sentries, exactly what he wants. Wants to make sure he can get a good split on the army, and we'll get a couple stalkers in to support that as well. In the meantime here, we do have a little bit of attack. The Oracle basically looking to distract, and now he's going to try and work his way, but now he knows exactly where that army is. There's the scan, sees where the proxy is, knows exactly what he's going to be up against, and I don't think he's going to like what he sees here. And here we go. He's going to have a very good split. There we go. Those Colossus are going to do a ton of damage with that army being split like that. That is not very good for his opponent. Will end up melting the majority of the army. As you can see, the food count dissipate 101 to 68, and he is just going to town on his opponent. Opponent's in great big trouble. That Pure Marine army wasn't exactly the best choice, and he's continuing to keep that army at bay while he melts away at this command center, and very well done. There's going to be a lot of damages, and they all go to work on it now, and this command center will end up going down. This is great big trouble. 101 to 74 as far as the food count. Xiphid not looking good. Nexius looking pretty darn sweet, though, at this point. He's going to take out that refinery as well. So now he's going to go to work at the rest of these Marines in the back here, try and take out the reinforcing ones here, and I think that might pretty much be it, and yes it is. Xiphid's going to give in. So my congrats to you, Nexius. My condolences to you, Xiphid. I leave you with this. Please don't ski in the summertime, especially when my snowmobile can't drive on the road. You be good. Don't hurt nobody. Peace.